Berries was founded in 1698, and it was founded by not a member of the Berry family. The Berry family were wine merchants in Exeter at that stage, but it was founded by an enterprising young woman who we only know as the Widow Bourne. We don't know her Christian name. We don't know really very much about her at all, but she founded a shop selling mainly groceries, but also particularly the fashionable drinks of the day. And the fashionable drinks of the day were not wine or spirits or anything like that. They were tea and coffee. We became the supplier of coffee really more than anything else to the coffee houses of St James's, supplying it in bulk, which is why we have the scales outside. They were there to weigh the large bags of coffee to make sure this very expensive commodity had been shipped in the right amounts. And only later did we start to use them for weighing people. Wine came into the Berries story really when the Berries came into the story of number 3 St James's Street. My family were wine merchants in Exeter, and they married into the family that existed here in about 1790. And over the next 100 years, the tea side of the business gradually declined. During that time as well, we were agents for beer, and we began to sell spirits. We began supplying the royal family in the reign of George III, is what we say, and we've continued to supply the royal family ever since. We've had a royal warrant since the time of Edward VII, and we today hold the royal warrant to Her Majesty the Queen and the Prince of Wales, so we've got 2 at the moment. We became a much more international business, primarily after we opened a shop in Heathrow in 1994. And that led to a great expansion in the number of customers we had throughout the world. And it coincided with a time when wine became, especially the top wines, became a very good investment. We took our cellars at Basingstoke, which had been established in the late 60s, and expanded them hugely in order to cope with this increased demand of people wanting to lay down wines. If you come into this building, you'd be forgiven for thinking that we hadn't changed in 300 years, but actually the secret of our success is we've never stopped changing. We're aware of the fact that this wonderful shop doesn't look like, indeed is not like, most other shops in the world. And we're aware of the fact that people go, I'm not sure that I dare go in there. But if that's you, if you're walking past the shop, I've got 2 things to say to you. First of all, the people we have in the shop are fantastic. I mean, they are A, really nice people, B, they know a lot about wine, but the point about them knowing a lot about wine is that you don't have to know a lot about wine. That's their job. But the second thing is, if you still don't want to come in, go on our website, because that's also a brilliant way of experiencing Berries without necessarily having to think that you need to know how to pronounce the name of every single wine we've got on our list. I don't know how to pronounce the name of every single wine we've got on our list, so but the website will tell you. The point about wine is that it's all about having fun, and the more you learn, the more fun you're going to have. So I think that Berries is the perfect place to start to learn about wine.